Yo, what's going on, man? You guys are now tuned back into the Free Sauce Podcast, man. We got another banger of an episode for you guys today, man. But you already know, before we get into the episode, hit that like button below, man. Smash that subscribe button. Again, we on the run to 200. We need that done ASAP. Go grab some merch. I got some on today. www.freesauceshop.com. Everything cheap as hell. If you're on the campus, we'll pull up, drop it off, quick, easy. Like that, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning in with the Instagram page, like and share, comment, and keep that engagement up and shit like that. We appreciate everybody who's still sticking with us to this day, man. We appreciate all the support and shit like that. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the episode. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Steffie Johnson. I'm a junior, and yeah, I'm just lit. I'm just young. I'm trying to make ISU great again, promote the parties, but promote community service, family, and fun. So that's what I'm all about right now.
For sure. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Make ISU great again. That's a great slogan.
Yeah.
And I wish ISU was great again.
Yeah, I know. That's just part of like our whole thing. This came about an idea when, if you don't know, Quizzy, he used to host Leo Palooza. So this year, we were supposed to have people do a whole Leopalooza weekend, and it fell through behind scenes. I don't know what happened, but Quizzy came to me and my co-founder, Dage, and he just came to us. He like, y'all really got the streets on lock right now. I want to see what y'all, even if y'all can't come up, let's see what y'all can do. So we came together and we planned Welcome Week, and the weekend we did all free parties, all outside parties, but everybody said it felt like what ISU used to be. It felt the fun, the family, the safeness. None of my events, anything bad has happened. Everybody who has bought a ticket or anything. I threw my first paid venue party like 2 weeks ago. It was a P-Valley themed party. Everybody got in. I got security. It's safe. Like, I had a bar. I had a bartender. Like, it was real safe and fun because that's what I'm about. I feel like my freshman year, because I'm a junior now, when I came here, we had fun. And it wasn't always like, oh, you got to pay $20 to get into this party. You got to pay $15. You got to know this person. Nah, it was just like, we all having fun. And that's what I think it's about. And I think a lot of people lost their way here when it came to the organizations and the party scene because they were so money hungry. If you get money, you get money. It's about what you're doing for your school and the legacy you want to leave when you leave here. Like, my little sisters, they just came in as freshmen. I want to be able, when I graduate, to be like, y'all handle my RSO and keep it going. Mm-hmm. So that's like really how I even came about this, like came about who I am and stuff like that. So
yeah, we could stay there for a minute because I really want to talk about like the party scene and like really the tickets.
Yeah,
I think that's like probably the biggest thing right now. Like you say, I get that people, they want to make some money out of this. They do see it as an opportunity to make some money, but you got to realize where you at, man. We on a college campus and we all here to have fun. We're not looking to pay $20-$30 for a ticket just to get in, jump around, have a good time, see our people, get drunk and shit like that. I don't think that it costs that to have fun when you're on the college campus. Yeah. It shouldn't cost that. Like you say, y'all through Welcome Week, all free shit, outside shit, and it felt like
outside free, and it felt like ISU real house parties, real deal spill. But the reason why I even decided to do that is because Leopalooza has such a hype to it. It's known. Like, if you've been here in the past years, Leopalooza is everything everybody talk about.
Right.
I didn't want to put Leopalooza on it because I feel like if I didn't live up to the hype that it deserved, at least it's just Welcome Week and we had fun. Right. But it did live up to the hype. So I'm like, dang, like the only thing I even really like paid for was we did a 2000s Darty, and I had to pay for the park, and Quizzy came and DJ for free because he gave us Leopalooza. He wanted me and Dage just to give us a footing, and after that, me and Dage came together, and I'm like, we can do this for real. We can really do something and and build a community and give people a chance to really be who they are and have fun. But we don't have to. We're not money hungry. She work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5. We both have our own lives. So we not really only think about like, hey, we need $500. We need $300. No, the venues out here, it's a lot that goes into parties, and that's also what goes into the ticketing prices. Right. Like, it's dependent on how much your venue costs. Because what people really don't even got to think about it, venues, $500 minimum. We prefer to book with World Tour Productions, Sean and Charles. Sean, I don't know if I should say his prices, but let's say Sean charges $300 for the whole night. So that's 5 plus 3. Then I gotta pay True for security. That's $200. And if he bring another team, we gotta accommodate for whoever he bring to do our crowd. Then we also gotta have to pay deposits on the venues. So that's if everybody behaves and act right, if we even able to use that venue again. And that's part of the problem we running into out here in the Bloomington Normal area. They don't want to rent to college kids. Not only that, they don't want to rent to
We're a liability.
We're a liability, but we're black. So they don't want to rent to black kids. But this last guy who actually worked with ISU Productions, he actually used to throw the parties. And when he came to me, he conversed with me, he talked to me, he said, you really got a head on your shoulders. I'm trying to do this all legally. If I got to get permits, I get permits. If I got to get licensed, I got to get licensed. If I got to get insurance, that's what we going to do. But we're a new organization. We're not even registered with the school yet. So we really running it. We trying to get everything together with us first and then decide how we want to do it with the school, because we could still be a student-led organization that doesn't have to be registered with Illinois State. And one of the reasons why we also were thinking about, do we want to register with Illinois State or not? Because it's a lot of requirements that they have. And I feel as though if they're not giving us the funding, why do we have to be a student organization? That just falls on if we want to participate in student events, or if we want to book the Bone or anything like that. But yeah, like I just feel like ISU really doesn't give us our funding. Like if it's not Black Student Union or if it's not Black student government, I feel like their eyes aren't really focused on us. Even if we talk about the guest artists they have here, when have y'all ever seen anybody here that's for us, for the people? Like,
damn, no, never.
Never. Like, no shade, but I think they having Ross Lynch and his brother come, and like we only know him from Austin and Alley.
Right.
They just had a country singer come, but it's nobody geared towards the POC community here. And I think my whole big thing is that's what I'm about. Like I want our community to have fun. I'm for everybody, but I'm really focused on getting our community back to where it's at, because I think it's enough money for everybody to eat. It's so many different organizations out here, and they're not only about the parties or anything. That's why I support everybody. Like I like to say, I'm the promotion lady. Like if you need something, they know to come through me, because I got all the ins and outs, and I got my ear and everybody, not just with the parties, but supporting the student organizations like Catwalk. They just did a crazy a beauty thing, and they was teaching women and men how to keep up their hygiene. So how to do your makeup, how to do your hair, how to keep your hair together. Like we need our voices in everything, not just in parties, because that's how we make the school take us seriously. Like we have to put our all into everything, not just when it's going outside and getting lit, because we could do that anyway. But what are we doing Monday through Friday?
Yeah, I think that's what's up, man. Having somebody, not even like on a senior level, but like a junior that's really taking initiative and stuff like that, and trying to get people involved and stuff like that, and really supporting any and everything. I think that's the most important thing that you just said, supporting any and everything. We appreciate you supporting us. And for you, like you said, you with Dage right now, for you to like form a team of people like-minded like you, and also to leave a legacy behind you. You want somebody to also continue this shit. You don't want to just be 2-3 years and then now that I'm leaving, we
now it's gone. Right. Yeah, because it's like even if you look back to even if you go to like Quad Jam, or if you go to any of these student-led organizations to get out here and hear your voice, we have a lot of clubs. Like we have a Black Future Educators Club. We have a Future Psychologists Club. Like we have all these clubs that people really don't know about because they're not promoted like parties. Like we have Black Girl Code, and it was actually founded by one of my mentors. Like it's just all these different programs that really are reaching out to us, but we don't know about them because they're not broadcasted for us. But what we do notice is that they like to put our pictures on everything. They make sure it's somebody that look like us in the brochures, or you walk through the Bone, you see cutouts of us, but they don't really, I feel like they're not really for us. And that's the thing also with one of the reasons why I'm also thinking about that. It's important to register our organization with the school, because if you don't try to form those connections, they're never going to happen. If you don't try to go and talk, if we don't go to the assemblies that they have for us to talk, if we don't vote for the people that's running our school or everything, like we got a Black president right now and nobody know.
Hell no, don't nobody know.
Nobody know that. We got we have a black male who is the president of our university and nobody know.
That's crazy.
But he came out and he stopped at Black Student Union, who's actually ran by my friend Bria. She's the president right now, and she's trying to do the same thing I'm doing. but it's hard, like with her funding and everything like that. So it's a lot that goes into having these events and having this school. Like, not only that, we're a liability. We're young. People don't like to listen. Like, we had one venue. We said no smoking. No smoking, don't bring no bottles. People still was trying to do that because it's an entitlement thing. So a lot of people be like, oh, well, y'all charging this much for tickets, y'all doing this and that.
Might as well.
But it's like you got to still respect people's policies and shit at the end of the day, because like you said, you want to be able to come back to that venue.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, that's one of the biggest things right now. We can't come back because, like you say, no smoking, people trying to smoke, people bringing bottles in, and we a liability already because we black and college students.
Yeah, but I think that I use that to my advantage. Like, I come from a two-parent home. My mom and my father was very involved. I'm the second coming of my mom. I always say that. Like, people see like they the second coming to this or that. I'm the second coming of my mom. Like, my mom, she's educated, she's smart, she's black, and she's strong. So she always put that in me and my siblings. So that's why, like, my personality is so out there, but I have an on and an off switch. And I think with us and what we have to teach to our younger crowd is that you have to have your on and your off switch. You have to know when it's time to turn up, get lit, and you have to know when it's time to be professional, and lock in. Like, something that I noticed about our younger crowd, even the freshmen that just came in here or the freshmen that came in after me, is that they have an entitlement thing that I don't have to listen to nobody. And that's one of the biggest problems in our community. It is okay to listen to somebody. It is okay for somebody to give you criticism and you take a step back and be like, okay, I'm tripping. Like, my freshman year, if people don't know who that is, Ivy and Charles, they were who I seen. They were who was out there, giving people about the parties, telling people about these organizations. They were really the face of the campus for me. So when I became an upperclassman, I wanted to be that for somebody else, except that I wanted to be like, okay, I see these freshmen tweaking. Y'all chill out. And let me tell you why you need to chill out. It's not yelling at them, making them feel bad about their age, because they can't help when they was born. It's about guiding them, not belittling them or berating them or bullying them, guiding them. And I think that's the difference between me and a lot of other people at this university. I'm more of guiding. I'm a girl's girl, and I'm helpful, and I'm proud. I'm proud to be who I am, and I'm proud to be black. So I feed that into the community and our culture here. Like, if you are strong, if you strong and you want to be a face of if you want to be a face of the community, use that for good. Don't just say, oh, I throw parties and that's it, that's all. But what else are you doing? Like, we want to get into clothing drives. We want to get into food drives. We want to do community service. We want to do everything, and not just for a photo op in real life. Like, we want to do back to school drives. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I want to get into. It's a lot of stuff that I want to get into, because what are we doing? Because my whole thing, what I said last year, what are you doing with the money that you are making?
Right.
Okay, you threw a party, but your next party not for 3-4 months. It's personal gain. What are you doing for the community? Like, what are you using the money that what are you using with the money you made? Our last party, our P Valley party, we took that money, we divided it, and it went right back into another function. And our next function is this weekend. It's a Hate Being Sober blackout party. That's our next function. So we're trying to save our money. Like, we're trying to really run this as a business, get contracts, and do it the right way so we can be respected. A lot of people don't know. Go get your LLC. That's very important. Like, go get your LLC. Go really research and look into this thing. Have a budget plan. Have, whether it's your notes, a notebook, whatever, have a committee, because you cannot do it alone by yourself. And that's why when me and Dage decided to go into this partnership together, I really talked to her, and I'm telling her, nobody can be over one thing. It takes a village. It takes a community. We have to work together in order to be successful. If we're not supporting other people, or we're not allowing people to come in and help us out, we're not going to get anywhere, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, let's work together and let's really make something shake. Like, let's use all our connections, all our research. Let's use our gift of gab with people and use that to our benefit. And that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, that's something I could say personally. Me and him, we've been talking about trying to, like, just increase our campus presence. And, like, now that you mentioned all this shit, like, that's something that we need to be doing as well. Like, getting out to events, helping. Like, we got a lot of connections. We got over 50, 60 episodes of a different person every time that's normally campus based. So we got connections, we got people that we can connect to, and make sure that we like moving that needle ahead in terms of the Black community, especially.
Yeah, because when I found out about y'all, I was like, dang, I need to lock in with them, because I know I got the personality for YouTube and a podcast and everything like that. So I know if people work together, it would make us move so much faster. Like, even if people was to see y'all at like Sean through like an expo, Black business expo, and people see y'all, they like, dang, I can get into producing, I can get into podcasting, like I can work with them, I can figure this out, and even just get y'all, how many people in this community, even get y'all subscriber count up, y'all like count up, having people engaged. Like, we got to support each other. And I think I'm from the Chicagoland area, and I think something that a lot of people say about Chicago is the fact is that it's a city of a bunch of haters. I hear that a lot about us, and I want to change that narrative, because Chicago got so much networking. Like, it's so, like, we got so many different cultures and so many different sides there, and it's so big. Like, it's so good for networking. Like, if we really try to do what these kids doing in Houston and they doing in Atlanta, or even and take it to Illinois State. But like, if we really are supporting one another and networking, it will make everybody go up so much more. That's why I got a friend who do nails. I'm gonna shout my friends out whenever I can. You heard me. I didn't mention Dage, Bree, and my friend Bree.
That's
like,
what it's for.
Yeah, like I'm gonna shout my friend out I'm gonna shout my friends out as much as I can. I got friends who do nails, but she's a licensed nail tech out here. She's professional, and her prices are college based. Like, it's just, with me, it's just about, if I know you and I know your heart and I see you, I can mess with you. But my thing is, I can't mess with the people who trying to charge college students an arm and a leg for anything.
Actual.
That's ridiculous to me.
I was just gonna say, I think that's probably the biggest thing right now when it comes to like what you say about hating and shit like that. There's a lot of people out here money hungry, so it comes off as they not genuine in their business, and you can kind of see through when somebody money hungry about some shit, especially on the college campus. If you really here to help the people out, like we saying right now, if you're here for the Black community, if you're here for the college people, then you should be able to accommodate them in some type of way. You should be able to look out for them and kind of, if you an older person, put yourself in their shoes, how you was in college, or if you in college right now, be like, man, 2 years ago, I know I was broke as hell, or I know how it is still today, where I know shit is like,
that's the biggest thing.
Everything penny pinching, like everything, man, every dollar got somewhere it's going.
Yeah.
So when it's like that, you want to help out as much as you can, especially when you got a business and you providing a service and shit like that. You just want to create relationships so people keep coming back. So then when you can charge higher prices and shit like that, you already got that customer base right there.
You got that clientele, yeah.
And what I wanted to also touch on was the fact that she mentioned something that was really important about being able to, take guidance. Because I used to be the kid that didn't listen. I used to be.
Me too. Me too.
We all used to be the person that didn't listen.
Yeah.
But as you get older and as you progress in life, you start to realize, like, sometimes all you need is somebody else looking in to help you, to help make sure that you know your direction.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you. Go ahead. Finish.
Because it's really easy to stay off the road if you're trying to balance a lot of things. But sometimes all you need is that passenger seat. Hey, look, focus on the road. I got everything else around us.
So I'm gonna ask you, what's something you think we can do personally from the podcast perspective to help move that needle here on campus in terms of Black community and shit like that? Give us 3 things what you think we could do.
So if I'm being honest, I think that y'all are already taking the steps to do it. But with me is putting y'all voice out there. Like, don't be afraid to put your name out there and put your voice out there. Like, social media is cool, but I think what our generation is missing is that in-face, in-personal, whether it's, what I see all the time on TikTok, people making TikToks and people going to put their stickers on lampposts, people going here and giving out their business cards. Like, people, like, I just seen Keith, he's a Kappa. He just did hidden giveaways for his clothing brand. So he did packages and hid them around normal, and then did a social media take. But it's like that balance between social media and in person. But also, I would say, get more people on here that got the voice in the community, that got the people that really are into, people that are actually for the people that's promoting y'all podcast, people that can really help people see who y'all are and have a range of a wide variety of people coming on the podcast. Like, I remember when Charles was into his podcast last year, he was more so going on the Facebook group chat and making posts who want to get on my podcast? Like, this is what we talking about. This is the topic, this, that. And I also went to go speak on his podcast last year, and really having topics and engaging and people, because people just want to know that it's people out there going through the same thing as them. So don't be afraid to also touch on touchy subjects, whether it's mental health, whether it's jobs, whether it's budgeting, whether even stuff that people consider lame. People need to know about everything because who's teaching us about this stuff? But what I was going to say when it comes to touch back what you said about guidance, I was also one of those kids. Like my mom now, oh my God, I kissed the ground my mama walk on, because when I was younger, I was just like, she want to tell me what to do. She don't want me to have fun. And it was, no, my mama was the definition of young and turn. Like
right.
My mom, she was outside. My aunts and them, they was outside. But my mom went through certain things that she didn't want me and my sister, because me and my sister are 2 years apart. She went through certain things that she did not want me and my sister to go through. So when she was teaching to us, and when she was teaching to us, she always used to say, do as I say, not as I do. Or she always used to tell me like, a hard head make a soft ass. And that sticks with me to this day. Like I'm the mama of my friend group. So I talk to them and I be on them like, nah, you gotta go out there and get what you deserve. You gotta work hard. You can't let nobody walk over you. Like you gotta stand on your own 10 toes because you're strong. And the reason I'm so vocal about that with my friends is because that's how my mom was on me. Like tough love is real love. Like, but like I said earlier, to go back to that, we gotta be able to listen. Like a big part of the thing is that people are so afraid to listen. People are so afraid to not agree. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. It's about understanding and respecting why that person feels how they feel and where is it coming from. Because if you come into this world having a fixed mindset that your way is right, and there's no other way, you will never get anywhere in life.
You'll be stuck as hell.
You'll be stuck. Like we have to have that open and closed mindset is a real thing. We have to have an open mindset. Not saying that you'll go for anything, but you look at the world not half glass full. Like you look at it as a full glass. Like you have to look at everything, dive to everything. I tell everybody, experience everything, experience life. We're so young. This is the ages where we're supposed to be making these mistakes. We're supposed to be making these mistakes, figuring out who we are and doing what makes us happy, because you don't want to get older and then you miserable and you like, damn, like
midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. And that's why people be having midlife crisis, because they don't care. They don't care about everything. They think that life is just one way or another way. No.
He say it all the time. It's the only time in your life where you could really like make mistakes and people look at like, okay, it's young, he can do that shit like that. Like, and I say it all the time. I don't want to be the nigga that's 50. Look back, man, I wish I had my 20 years back where I could go do this, and this, or I would have made that move. Or man, if I was his age, I would do that. You had your turn, OG. That's what we here doing today. We here making the right move. So when we 50, we say, man, I'm glad I took that step. I'm glad I met her. I'm glad I met him. I'm glad I took that relationship serious and shit like that.
Yeah, like, do y'all know how grateful y'all kids gonna be to see y'all doing this? Like to look back, look back and be like, dang, my pops was doing a podcast. Like my pops was talking to the people. Like, like this is what we need. And not only that, y'all two black men. Like this is what we need. This is what we need to see, because I tell everybody, the streets, the hood, your neighborhood, where you from, that's not all who you are. It's about where you grow from that. It's about where you grow from that and what you do from that. Like the fact is that we're in college. A lot of people didn't go to college. Like I feel like my parents, because my parents are older, my parents are 55, 57. So a lot of them, they didn't go to college. They didn't try to, well, not even try, but they didn't have the means or whatever it is. But to see two black men in college, not only that, to see two black men doing something on their own, like it's a lot that can come from podcasting. It's so many connections, so many endorsements, so much money that's there, but it's not really talked about. Like, ain't nothing wrong. You sell weed, sell your weed. But I mean, like, ain't nothing wrong with other ventures that's not the typical venture. That's not, oh, okay, I'm going to school, I'm doing this. No, like YouTube, the content stuff, that's where the money is right now.
Man, that's where the money is. Content.
Yes, content.
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You getting money from all.
You getting money from all these platforms, and but you got to make that start. So I just like, I don't know, like I just think it's inspiring, and I think I've always been like, my minor is African American Studies. Like I just always want to pour back into us, because I feel like we're so overlooked. Like we're so like, it's oh my God, I love black people. Like what can you say?
We the force behind everything, man. We the force behind the American dollar, really.
Yeah.
If you look at it, we spend the most.
Yeah, and our backs were, this country was made off our backs, like our people. So it's like, I don't know. Like I just feel like if we don't do it, who's gonna do it?
I say that shit all the time. Shit, if not me, then who?
Yep. And that's real. Like, I talk to little freshman girls all the time, and I tell them like, this party stuff is fun, but go to class.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is fun. Like, but go to class, go to school, because you don't want to. I know so many people that went here and turned up their freshman year and then got kicked out, but still live down here, but it didn't go back to school, didn't do nothing. They just here. And everybody's journey is not the same. But if you can avoid that. Cause it's a lot of money for us to go here.
I say this shit all the time. Never fucking forget why you here, which is that piece of paper at the end of the day. Yeah, all the parties, if you're boys, all the girls, you know, everything and shit like that. Yeah, that's a plus, but never forget you here for that fucking piece of paper. You paying $20K plus a year to be here. If you got scholarships and grants and shit like that,
it don't matter. Somebody's still paying it.
Still paying
Somebody's
20K
still paying
plus.
it.
That your tuition bill say 24, 25, 30, however fucking much you paying. That's what the fuck you paying to be here, which is a lot of money. So why take advantage of that? Why not use that shit while I'm having fun, while I'm creating these connections and shit like that?
Yeah, because everything is a way for you to advance yourself. Like whether it's school, whether it's the organization you join, whether it's a fraternity or sorority you join, like everywhere is something for you to advance yourself. And that's what I'm all about. Like this party stuff is cool, but who am I outside of that? I'm strong, I'm smart, and I'm powerful. So let me use that to my advantage. Like it's a lot of stuff here. That people are not thinking. Like it's so much money to be made here. Like I even said before I graduate, my goal is to have 2 vending machines on campus. One for our hair, whether it's do-rags, edge control, somewhere that somebody can always go get access to. And another one for just Chicago snacks. Like I feel like it's so much money in vending machine and people don't think about that. My friend, she finna start a 24-hour beauty supply out here, because we know it's girls and boys that be cutting hair at 3:00 in the morning, can't get no black spray, or they be trying to do a wig, they run out of wig glue or whatever. Like it's about different venues, but pouring into that, and don't be scared to invest in yourself and others. Like, bro. Oh my God, just be a good person, be a good friend to others. Like be a good, it's like, just don't be haters. Like, and that's the biggest thing that I see here. Like, we didn't come here to fight. Y'all, I'm looking at the camera when I say this. At this grown age, I don't know why y'all are coming to school to fight. I don't understand it. I don't know it, because we are in Bloomington normal. You going to jail. I
say that shit all the time.
Like,
bro,
this is real. This is real life deal. Like, you're going to jail out here. Like, we're grown. Like, I've never been like the fighter type. I've always been like more aggressive, like more in your face, but I've never been like the fighter type. I always feel like something can be solved with a conversation. And some people consider that scary or whatever like that. Like, nah, I'm a trained boxer. These hands can work if I need them to. But I always think a conversation can fix everything.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, if y'all talk, you'll really sit down and be like, oh, what's my problem with you? Nothing.
You don't know. You can't figure it out half the time. Especially at this age, we all old enough to articulate our problem or what we think the problem is. And once you really sit down and everybody get out whatever they feel is going on, you understand that, damn, she didn't mean it that way. I'm interpreting it wrong, or I'm just getting the wrong energy right here. Let's sit down and let's talk why we feeling this way. And if y'all not really cool, if everything not really clicking, then okay, that's cool. Y'all had that conversation, but at least y'all understand it's no beef at the end of the day.
It ain't no beef. That's my problem. It don't have to be beef. You don't have to like somebody. You're not gonna like everybody in your life. But the whole beefing or all this other stuff, that's, bro, people dying every day.
Right.
And we can touch on that too. People is dying every day. Like, I don't know what happened in this 2023 water, but I done lost a lot of people. I done lost my mentor. She was 23 years old. She just graduated from Illinois State a year ago in December. It can happen at a drop of a fly. So I never want to live my life with evil intentions, with bad intentions. I want to live my life to the fullest, and I want to say I enjoy my life and people enjoy me. Like, people don't even realize, like, the fact that you can walk around and people think that they fear me. I would rather be respected. I want to be respected. I want to walk around and be like, oh, like even now, I always say, because my friends, they always make fun of me because I got a little name on campus now, and they be like, hey, that's Steffie. Like, y'all, she throw the parties. And my friends be like, girl, she not no celebrity, but I take it, I take it as like, dang, like they respect me, like they know me. They respect me, they know me, like they turn to me like I'm some, like even I tell it all the time, this party stuff, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Come talk to me.
Yeah.
You come talk to me, you be like, dang,
it's
Steffie
like
deep.
You using that for a vehicle to get to everything
else.
And
Yes.
and shit like that.
Because my thing is, how do you get the people? What people like to do?
Party.
They like to party. That's how you get them. I've been throwing parties since I've been in 6th grade. I started off going to Markham. That's how I got my clout. That's how I got my clout back home. I started off going to Markham. I started off throwing $1, $2 parties in my backyard. My mama, we have a snowball machine, nachos, and I get a porta potty. And I charge them $1, $2 to get into my backyard. I had both of my friends was DJs. They DJ. So it was just like, even when I was little, I was building connections, because that's what life is about, networking and connections.
So let me ask you, what you think is the most important thing when it comes to like maintaining relationships?
I think conversations. I think dialogue is so important. But when I mean conversation, I don't mean talking at each other. I mean what we learned in comm class, listening and receiving. Listen, because that's a lot of people. You hear it, but you don't listen. Listen. I can genuinely say, like, I can sit down with somebody and have a real conversation and get them to understand me without yelling, without anger, but really conversing with somebody. And I feel like if you want to keep up relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's a significant other, no matter what it is, you have to have conversations, whether they hard or not. Because that's the problem. People be scared to have hard conversations. Them the ones that make you the strongest.
Yeah. That's where you see the most results from, them tough conversations where that is really eating at you and shit like that, and you really getting to understand how the other person feel about a certain topic. That's where the most understanding and the most results and the most progress come from, not the little small talk and the surface level shit like that. When y'all actually go deep into the shit that's really bothering you, then you see, okay, now I understand this shit.
Yeah, and then you'll really, like, and I think what also me, I'm a real observant person. And what I realized about myself is that, people are so quick to throw around that friend word, and they don't even know they friends. You can't tell me your friend favorite color, what she like, what she allergic to, her last name, who her mama is. Like, you can't tell me any of that, but you're so quick to call this person your friend. That's not your friend, that's your acquaintance. Learn your people.
And I think that's because college is so fucking mixy, man.
Yeah.
When you out in the parties and shit, we all having fun, we having a good time, we out the liquor, yeah. But you got to understand, this is my acquaintance, and we talked about it a few podcasts ago. You got to understand what people are here for. Like, you got to understand, this person I party with this person. This is my class buddy right here.
Yes, I say that all the time. Everybody is not an all-around friend. Just because you go outside and party with somebody, that don't mean your friend. Because let me ask you a question. Will your friend be at one day? Will your friend be at when you having a midlife crisis and you can't function? Will your friend at where you need to go study in the library? Y'all can't see my friend, but my friend who came here, that's the all around friend. We went to high school together. We grew up 3 blocks from each other. I love you, Fatu. I'm sorry. She hate when I tell the story, but we weren't friends in high school. I was real close with her friend. I came my junior year. She had been there her whole life, but she's a very on her books type of friend. Okay. She's a very, like, she got her book bag right now with her. Like, she go to the library. She go to the library. Like, she gonna do her schoolwork, and she here for exercise science. She here for exercise science, so she got that hard major. But she my friend that's gonna motivate me no matter what. I got a friend that do hair. I got a friend that do nails. I got a friend that all these different outlets. But my friends, I made it so that I got to know my friend's spirit. So it's I can't go outside with you. Cool, that's fun.
Right.
But when I need somebody who's gonna be here for me,
right.
When I need somebody to talk to, because I got a lot of people don't know this about me, but I have depression and anxiety, and I go through a lot. And around this time, it's always the time I feel like I lose a lot of people. You know, that seasonal depression, that social. I don't have social anxiety, but that social anxiety comes around, like, it's always around this time.
Right.
So I surround myself around people that can actually talk to me. Not saying all your friends. You're gonna have friends that's not gonna be able to talk through stuff with you. That's correct. But I want to surround myself around people that care about my well-being, not just what's the moves outside? Right. That's the fastest way to get cut off with me. Like, when I started throwing the parties, I really realized, like, who really is my friend and who's here for an opportunity. And that is the biggest eye opener for me.
I say that all the time. When you start a business, you find out who really fuck with you 100%. They gonna ride for you. They gonna support you no matter what. You really find out that, and then who just here for the benefits of what
Yeah,
you bring.
like y'all pay. I'm telling y'all $5 flash sales for my parties, and you asking me, can I get you in?
Damn.
No, because guess what? When I work these other people parties, because I also work other people parties too, so I'm not just throwing parties out here. I'm doing door because a lot of people respect me, so I'm no person. When they hear my voice, they gonna be like, all right, Steffie says, if Steffie's turning up, bro, we need to chill out. We doing too much. But I tell them all the time, like, no, y'all paid $10, $15 to get into these other people's parties. I just started throwing parties and you can't support me. Not only that, I was throwing free parties the whole semester.
Right.
No,
Right.
I can't mess with you. No, I'm okay. Because I support who support me. I love who love me. Like, I'm not into that take relationship and you not giving me anything. I'm not into that. That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna benefit me. That's not gonna make my life better. What are you doing to make my life better? What are you doing to help me? What you got to do something.
Man, we touch on that shit all the time, man. We got an age right now where we all trying to figure shit out, and like we all got a lot of moving parts. We all got things that's taken from us. So if we got a friend that's constantly take, you ain't never pouring in. I'm always here for you, but you never hear it. Listen to my problems, help me out when I'm going through a rough time and shit like that. There's no reason for you to be here. We not at the age where we just got motherfuckers around just because they have a good time.
We're not 13 no more.
Yeah,
we're grown.
Right.
And the fact that people can't have those, if you can't even have that conversation with me, it just shows where you at and where I'm at. And the place I'm at now, and I lost my grandmother in August. So after my grandmother passed, I feel like that was the first time I was able to grieve like an adult. Mm-hmm. I feel like before, because the first time I ever lost somebody, I was in second grade, my cousin, to gun violence. Like, and growing up where I'm from, it's a lot of that.
Right.
So he passed away when I was second grade. His brother passed away when I was in seventh grade. I lost friends in high school, but all of that. But I lost my grandma in August, and it just made me think like I have to allow myself to feel a healthy way. But I also have to keep going. I can't use this and stall myself. Okay, yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm mad. But let me put that into something. Let me go meditate. Let me go for a walk. Let me go journal. Let me go do something positive. So when my grandma passed, I used to talk about her all the time. Like, Grandma, I want a voice on my campus. I want everybody to look at me and have something good to say about me. And she always used to tell me, you could do whatever you put your mind to. Go out there and do it. So I did Walking Week, and then that's how, and I went from there. But when I lost her, I really realized who was there for me and who wasn't. I realized who cared and loved for me, who cared, because even I got friends that don't do good with grief or nothing. But I had a friend who came over and cooked for me. She was like, I'm not good at talking, but I can cook you a meal. Like, it's just about you doing something for me. And I think that people think that it's wrong if you don't want to be friends with your friend no more. No, because it's not no beef. If it's not no beef, if that person is not for you no more, what's the saying? Sometimes people is there for a season, not a reason, or a reason, not a season. I don't know which
season,
one.
Not a reason.
Yeah, season, not a reason. My mom, because my mom older and my mom and dad older, so they always tell me, them old sayings or whatever. But that's true. Like, everybody's not here to stay in your life forever. But when you find that person, make it work. Have them tough conversations. Go through what y'all go through, but don't be petty and be like, oh, I don't want to talk to her. No, go talk to your friend. I just was telling my friends this earlier. If y'all have a problem, y'all feel some type of way, we too grown for the he say, she say stuff. Go converse, go talk, go figure out what's your problem. Because at the end of the day, it's probably something that y'all can get through. But if you don't want to get through it, then that's never your friend. And what are we doing here?
Yeah, man, I say it all the time. Go ahead, you was gonna say something?
I was gonna say, like, to touch on that too, is the fact that, like, I view relationships in real life like the ones in books and movies, because, like, not every character make it through the whole movie at times.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
You don't see every character in every single page in the book. You don't see every character in every single movie.
Yeah. I had put a post on, like, Instagram basically saying the same shit. Well, like, basically look at your life like a TV show. Basically, like, they got hella seasons and shit like that. It's character development through all of those seasons, which you being a character. But sometimes, you got reoccurring characters where they're there the whole sitcom and shit like that, and then you got special guests coming in and shit like that.
They come in and out.
Couple episodes here and there, you feel me, and shit like that.
I'm gonna steal that. I like that. Look at your life like it's a movie. I'm gonna steal that.
That's all life. Like you said, that's all life is. People is here for the long run, and some people here just to teach you lessons, come in your life and show you that people are here for seasons.
Yeah, and I think who I am too, I don't care if it's family or my friends. Everybody, you'll learn in this life, especially I'm 20 now, I'm still fairly young. You'll learn that not everybody is here for you. Like I say all the time, I manifest. I know I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to be somebody. And I always say the people who are not here for me now, I remember, because when I'm up, I'm not going to let you be there for me. I don't care. I see all these celebrities, they go through this stuff where it's like they get on and they auntie who never talked to them, who never was there for them when they mama needed something, come back like, oh, you going to buy me a car?
Hell no.
No, I'm not gonna buy you a car. No, not at all. But like, I take notes of all of this. In real, because this is real life, and it's not petty. It's not childish. It's do for others. Do for others what they do for you. Be there. Be there. Not even be there for others, because I want to say not everybody's the same. But like, just pour into others what they pour into you. Like, don't give your all to somebody and they don't give nothing to you, whether it's friendships or relationships.
Yeah, you got about 1, maybe 2 times to show me that you're not really putting in the same effort, because I understand people go through things in life, so maybe I do got to put in a little more effort because you're going through some shit right now. But don't let it come to a point where I just feel like you're not putting in no type of effort when it comes to our relationship, whether it be a friendship or like a significant other. If I feel like we both not heading towards the same goal, like we all not going towards the same
then we got to go our separate ways.
Yeah. If we not going towards a common goal, then we're not really, we're working apart.
Yeah, we're working apart, and we're hurting each other more than we're helping each other.
Yeah.
And I think that I think that we was just having this conversation, but I had told them our generation also do not believe in casual dating. Like, that is not a thing for us no more. It's, oh, you my man. Oh, we did the little 1-2, the humpty, and we go together. No, you don't even know this person. Like, get to before you say this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my friend. Get to know somebody. Because y'all had one good night out, that don't mean that person is your friend. This is what I think about. I just met you. I go outside with you. When you walked away, did you look if I was behind you? When you went to the bathroom, did you take me to the bathroom with you? If we came together, did we leave together? Like, that's the type of stuff I look for when it comes to my significant others. I was in a relationship for 5 years with one person. Since I was 15, I'm 20. Yeah. I'm real into, like, not even some people say my standards too high. I've never heard nothing like that ever in my life. Yeah. And I will never let nobody tell me that ever in my life. No, my standards are not too high. I know what I've been through this before. I know what I want. I know what I see. And if you cannot give me that, okay, that's fine. Move on. There is nothing wrong with casually dating somebody. Okay, we go on 3 dates. It didn't work out. We fine. Stop all that lusting, because that's what it is. I
was just gonna say that's probably the biggest thing right now is we're misusing sex like so fucking wrong. We don't understand, like, that's the strongest, like,
bond you can have.
That's the strongest bond that you can make. Y'all actually,
you exchanging souls in here. Like, no.
Yeah, like, we misusing sex, especially, I mean, we on the college campus, so we misusing sex so fucking much.
Yeah, and
right
also
now.
Get checked, y'all. Please get checked.
Please get checked.
Men and women.
All of y'all
go get checked, please.
Man, we on the campus, and I know ain't nobody buying no condoms. If you is, you ain't using them.
And not only that, they free at the Student Health Center, so go get you some.
Man.
If you a freshman or a sophomore, your RA or CA, because I was an RA too, your RA or CA have to provide you with over 150 condoms monthly, and they're supposed to leave it out on your floor. So go get y'all some condoms.
I guarantee you nobody know that shit.
Yeah, I bet they don't, but I do, and I did it. So y'all better go out there and get y'all some condoms and be safe.
That's wild.
Right? They supposed to pick up a bag.
This is my first time hearing that.
Yes, they supposed to pick up a bag from McCormick Hall. They supposed to pick up a bag every month, and they legally supposed to sign off on them, and they supposed to provide condoms for this campus. Illinois State is the 3rd highest school in the Midwest with the STD rate.
God damn.
Like, this is real life. Like, it ain't nothing to be ashamed of, because you live and you learn. But protect yourself. I don't care even if it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend. We're in college, y'all. People cheat, bro. People cheat. People are not 100% honest. Not saying that all y'all boyfriend or girlfriends out there cheating, but this is stuff that we have to look at. Like, even if you're in a relationship, go get tested. Like, females don't even know their body. I didn't learn that. So you wondering why you getting a UTI or a yeast infection, because it's your boyfriend stepping out on you and you don't know.
Right.
But you care so much about him, you just like, nah, no. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into this. Like, all these conversations are important. All these conversations are important to be had. Like, no, y'all, go get tested. Go use condoms. I don't care if you want to go buy them or not. Go buy them. Like, this is your safety. This is your life.
And also, like you touch on, like the conversations that don't be had. I think that's because we come from a lot of homes where a lot of parents not having these type of conversations where you should be having them at.
Oh my God, my mama didn't. My mama and daddy did not care, y'all. Oh my God, my mom. The first time my mom ever talked to me about sex, I never forget this, y'all. We was in my living room. It was me because I grew up in Dalton. I always say I grew up in Dalton. But I'm from Chicago because I always went to a CPS school. So I was in Chicago. All my activities was in Chicago or whatever like that. So I never was in Dalton until the summertime and until I transferred to Thornridge my junior year of high school. But I never forget, y'all. I was so embarrassed. It was me, my 5 friends. My mama sat back on our couch, put her legs between her hands. She said, "This is what a boy gonna try to do to y'all. Don't let no boy do that to y'all." Da da da. Like when we went to Markham, my mama was like, because I think she said my cousins, because she used to take my cousins everywhere before she had kids. Because my mama waited till she got married. So my cousin used to go somewhere called Route 66 or something. It was like a little skating rink, like a little Markham.
Okay.
So my mama, she was like, we came out of Markham one day. She said, "What y'all doing?" If y'all know what Markham is, it's an old skating rink in the burbs. They used to have a juke jam every Saturday.
Right.
So my mama like, "What y'all be doing in Markham?" And we all looking at each other. She like, y'all be turking on them boys. I say, "Ma, what?" She say, I never forget when she told me this. I never did it again after this. She say, "So a boy just be standing there on the wall and y'all be sweating doing all the work." I say, I look around.
When you look at it like that, damn.
I say, "Damn, Mom, you ain't even have to give it to us like that." Like, dang. I'm like, we is over here coming in there looking pretty, walking outside, sweating hell, messed up. Boys not even respecting you, and they just sitting there getting all the juice, getting all the work. Like, she was like, "Y'all ain't doing nothing but in there having dry sex." I'm like, damn.
And he walk out that motherfucker feeling like the king.
Feeling like a king. And not only that, back at Markham, you wasn't doing it just to one boy, you doing it to different boys.
Right. So everybody feeling like a king.
Like a king, and you walking out hot, sweaty, musty, looking slow.
That's crazy when you look at it like that.
But yeah, so like my mom and dad, they were real big on, and I even tell myself this now, like I never want to forget who I am when I have kids, because a lot of parents forget who they are when they have kids. They forget what it's like to be a kid. They forget what it's like to make mistakes. Right. Don't make your kids feel like it's something wrong with making mistakes. No, it's about how you discipline your kids for making mistakes. Don't be strict, but discipline your kids need discipline. Like it got to be a balance.
Everything is you got to teach your kid the lesson out of every fuck up they have. Yeah, like you say, get on their ass, discipline them because they need to understand you did fuck up right here. But not like every single time that they fuck up, you need to have a sit down and talk and make sure they understand the lesson from this fuck up. Why this is a fuck up and why you should not make this fuck up again. They need to understand the
literally,
lesson.
I always say, one of the main reasons why kids do not listen to their parents, because the parents say, "Oh, I don't have to explain myself because I said so."
That's the fuck you do.
What does that do for your children? You over here talking about I don't got to explain yourself, so your kids looking slow like, but what did I do?
Right.
Oh, why can't you have sex? Explain to your kids why they shouldn't be having sex.
Right.
My mama explained to me, you don't want to be having sex because you could get pregnant and he can't. You don't know what you're doing. You don't even know your body yet. So how you gonna have sex?
Right.
And that's like that was like the biggest thing for me. Like I literally took everything, because I'm the type of person, like my mama said, my daddy said, I'm the type of person where my parents might have thought I wasn't listening to them then, but everything they taught me, everything they teach to me, I took it all in and I keep it back in the back of my mind. And everything they gave me the gift of the gab for these lessons. So when all this stuff come up, I know what to do. I know how to react. I'm very big on, let me call my mom. Mm-hmm. I'm all of that. Like even you even say people parents didn't have certain conversations with them. Like I know people who parents didn't teach them read it before you sign it. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna read it front to back. I'm gonna read the fine print. I'm gonna read everything underneath it because I need to know. When I signed my first lease here, I read my cover front to back because it's certain stuff that you need to know. Like, let's learn from our past mistakes. Let's learn from all this stuff we see and let's move forward and let's be better.
It's one of those things where you know better, you do better.
You know better, you
when
do better.
When you got that ear constantly and you telling you, hey, you know what happened when you do this shit? Look at them. This what they did. This what happened as a result of that. When you got somebody in your ear constantly telling you the right thing, all the precautions that you need to take in life, it's always somebody trying to get you and shit like that. Always read the fine print and shit like that. The little things in life that make
the things that they don't teach us.
The little things in life that made the biggest
impact.
The biggest impact in the world. The shit that goes unsaid, that's the shit that you really need to be paying attention to and shit like that. So when you got somebody in your ear telling you all the good things, it just helps you stay under the radar with all the bullshit.
Yeah,
you can see it from a mile away.
I've been here, like I said, I'm a junior. I've been here for 3 years. People knew who I was, but they didn't hear about Steffie until this year. And I did that on purpose because your freshman and your sophomore year, that's your time to like, oh, I just got freedom. Oh, I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna do all of this stuff. Right. But don't be out here trying to be in everybody's face, tell everybody your name, do all of that, because then that's who you're gonna be known for. No, live your life, figure out who you are. I always say, college is like high school. You take your first 2 to get your feet. Your freshman year is you make all your mistakes. Your sophomore year is when you observe, and you do everything that you want to do. And your junior year is when you stand on top of your thing and you figure out what you're doing for the rest of your life. We're not here to bullshit all 4 years. We're not here to waste our time. We're here to get a degree, and we're here to get something out of it. Get something out of it. Go experience, go network, go learn. We're here to learn, go learn. Because we're not learning nothing in these classrooms. I don't care what they say. We're not learning nothing in these classrooms. That's just memory. We just memorize the stuff. But this life is going to teach us something. Like, bro, like, don't just be out here dealing with anybody, whether it's friendships or relationship wise. Like, one of the biggest problems I've seen is that you're so quick to, because they got a name, oh, they known. That don't mean they a good person, and that don't mean they doing good for their life. Because once you realize what a lot of these known people are doing behind closed doors, you like, turn
you off completely.
You like,
I don't want to be associated with that.
Yeah, like, no, I'm very big on getting to know people for myself, standing on my own feet. Because everybody don't meet everybody the same. You can meet somebody they had a bad day. You can meet somebody that's get your own opinion. No, none of that follow the leader. A follower is the most dangerous person. Go figure out for yourself.
And that's why I appreciate the podcast so much, because we get to sit down with somebody for an hour plus, and I get to pick your brain, or I just get to see how the fuck you talk about shit. I get to feel your energy for an hour plus, and they get to do the same. So now I got my conception of you from my eyes, because I've actually got to sit down and talk to you about any and every fucking thing at the same time, and you got that same opportunity now. So now, if you hear somebody say some shit like, I ain't get that bad when I was talking to him. I got to fucking really talk to him for an hour, whereas you was just observing from the outside. 9 times out of 10, that's where the bad shit comes from. You observing from what somebody else said, or a situation you seen them have with somebody, and you not really knowing the full details. Nah, just sit down and
talk.
Right, talk to him. See what he's about.
You know what I never understood, and maybe because y'all men, y'all can't explain it to me. I never understood with black men, why do y'all hate each other? Like, I never understood, like, not y'all specifically, but when I go out and we go out into these parties and stuff, and you could be with a dude and he be cool. As soon as another dude walk in, he got the meanest, nastiest look on his face, like the most like, ooh, I'm gonna get this nigga. And with that, I never understood that, because I'm like, dang.
I think this might not be a correct way to put it, but I think I could take a stab at it. I feel like at times, like, many people carry the pride of the town they're from, or they carry the pride of the place they're from. So they might see somebody walking in from somebody else that they are not familiar with. So now you want to be the toughest person in the room. Yeah. The whole time, 9 times out of 10, you being the toughest person in the room is not going to get you nowhere, because meanwhile, the person could have walked in trying to,
Yeah.
I was just going to say, man, 9 times out of 10 is because niggas want to be a tough guy.
Yeah, and I don't get that, bro. Like, that tough guy stuff, like, I tell women all the time, we in this day and age where women like, I want a street nigga. Like, it's a difference between a hood man and a street man. Like, it's a difference between, he sell dope, because this is the thing. Back in the day, people used to sell dope because they had to sell dope. Yep. They couldn't get a job.
Had to.
Y'all want to sell dope now. People used to scam because they didn't have no money. Y'all sitting up in 5-bedroom homes scamming.
This shit glorified.
It's glorified now. And then with COVID, it made it even worse with them PPPs. But like, now I look into these girls like, why you want a street man? Like, why you want a man that's more likely to beat you, that's more likely to go to jail, that's more likely to put your life in danger, because now these bullets don't have no names. They killing kids, they killing women, they killing everybody. Like this it's not a game no more. It ain't no code, it ain't no morality, it ain't nothing. So like I'm the type, like I ain't never been attracted to that. Like I won't, whether it's boy or girl, like I don't want that. Like I want somebody that's gonna build me up, that's gonna fill me up, that's gonna build me up. Like I don't want somebody that's out here want to run amok, because it's my thing. Where the benefits in street and drug dealing when you're 30?
I was gonna ask you the same shit. Why the fuck do women find that attractive? A nigga, somebody's putting you in danger. Why is this? Oh damn, he making my life miserable. He making my life hard.
Because I think when now. Why? Materialistic things are so important to everybody, but women especially, like, I want this street man instead of this 9-to-5 man, because he get this fast money. So I say I want these Balenciagas, he gonna send them through, he gonna find somebody to send them through. He got steamers, he got hot cars, I need to get to my hair appointment. I don't care how I get to my hair appointment, I don't got the money to go buy me an Uber, I don't want to ask my mama. Like, and it's also how people grew up, because that's a real thing. Like I feel like people are scared to touch on the single mom, the single mother, the single father homes, the single parent homes in general, or even like the messed up marriages too, because you can come from a 2-parent home and your parents can have a toxic marriage.
Hell yeah.
Your parents can have a toxic marriage. You can see how they feed into each other and they don't fill each other up, bro. They dry each other out. The way they talk to each other, the way they discuss each other, and the way they talk around them. So I feel like it's a lot of stuff with girls that play into that, but most of the time is, I want this, I want that. They don't care about relationships nowadays. They don't care about what they get out of. They don't care about what it does for them in the long run. They care about the now. Me, I think about everything. Like I know now people don't even have conversations like, oh, like, do you want kids? How many kids you have? If I was to get pregnant, what would you do? Like, oh, if church, your beliefs in church, do you believe in God? Do you not believe in God? Do you believe in school? What's your, like, and it's also because I come from older parents, but I'm so, like, I think about everything. Even now with my degree, I got a degree and I got 2 minors. So if that don't work out, okay, what do I want to do? Right. If I don't want to do that anymore, okay, what do I want to do? I always have backup plans, because you got to be prepared. Mm-hmm. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. But excuse me, yeah, I don't know. Like I never understood that. Oh, I want a street man. Like I want to be in the streets. I want to be on the block. Girl, why you want to be on the block, girl?
That shit's just so fucking unattractive to me. And as a man, I don't see how the fuck you attracted to a woman that always want to be on the streets or shit like that.
Ratchet.
I don't understand.
Like I think about.
I want a girl. I want a girl's
girl.
Woman.
I want a girl's girl. I want a woman. And I was talking to my friends, and I was saying, like, I think people get a lot confused on that old school conversation. Like a man should be doing this and a woman should be doing that. I don't want to say I necessarily believe in gender roles, but I want to say that I grew up in a household but it wasn't that my dad worked and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. It was my dad worked and my mom worked, but my dad knew how to change a faucet. He knew how to change a tire. He mowed the grass.
It's just
my mama
shit
cooked.
That's man shit, bro.
Yeah, it's certain stuff that man shit. I do think that you should teach your daughters everything. Like my daddy taught me and my sister everything. My sister really was into all that stuff. I was a girly girl. I was a cheerleader. I wasn't into all that. But my daddy taught my sister how to change a tire. My daddy taught my sister how to mow the lawn. My daddy taught my sister how to do all of that, because he wanted to be like, it might become a time. I think my daddy knew my sister was gay though. But it was like he knew it might come a time where, like, you don't need a man, or maybe you don't want a man, but you need to be able to do these essential things for yourself. But I'm more so when it comes to the traditional relationship, a man and a woman, I think that y'all supposed to pour into each other. Yes, lady, you should know how to cook. I don't care. Everybody should know how to cook. Right. But as a woman, you should know how to cook. That's how you nurture your significant other and your children. Right. Like, you need to, y'all don't even know how to wash your clothes. Like, why y'all come to college, y'all don't know how to wash your clothes?
I was going to say, I put it on the men and the women in terms of the individuality. I think, like you said, we all need to know how to cook. You need to know how to clean your clothes properly. And
keep your room clean and disinfect.
I think just it's the individuality part, man. We all need to know how to do shit on our own, like to the point where, I don't need a man or I don't need a woman, but if they come and make my life easier, that's a plus. That's a plus. Like you say, a woman, she don't have to cook, but shit, if she can cook and I got shit to do and I'm working late because I'm paying for some shit or helping some shit out around the house, then okay, she need to be at a point where she can cook for, if we got kids and shit like that, she can take care of them and shit like that.
Yeah, like we in a lot of these I heard it, they said the sassy apocalypse, but I like to say we in a lot of this, women feel like they need to be men, and men sometimes feel like that they need to be women. Like
it goes back to identity.
Yeah, like but it also, a lot of the times too, and I was talking to my friends about this, is that we gotta know when it's our parents' fault and when it's on you. Because yes, your parents can raise you a certain way and put something in you and da-da-da. But now, when you 18, we could use Illinois State, for example. You chose to come to ISU, you on your own now. You get your own mind. You can't keep blaming, oh, my parents did this, my parents did that. Okay, you've been away from your parents for 2 years.
Right. I was going to say, at what point do you
take responsibility?
At what point do you get tired of seeing like the same results?
Yeah,
and it's not the results that you want.
The definition of going insane is doing the same thing over and over again. And that's real life. Like, even when it comes to the relationships, I tell my friends all the time, at a certain point, I don't care. Because you making yourself go through this. Like, when I'm at the point where I care more than you,
right,
what are we doing here?
Right. It's a problem.
It's a problem. Like, I'm the type of girl, like, I'm the homie girl. Like, I'm not the girl that I'm gonna come in and be like, oh, I want you, you my man. Like, I'm gonna go talk to you. Like, and not only that, I'm tall, I'm a bigger girl as well. So that plays into it, which I love, because I love that I'm the girl that's like, I really get to know people.
Right.
Like, for me, it's not, let's don't move my life. Like, it's not, oh, you fan. Oh, no, I need to go talk to him. I need to go. Nah. I get a vibe first, and then I go from there. But I tell my friends all the time, like, he didn't earn king treatment, but you treat him like a king, but you're not there for your friends. Mm-hmm. What are we doing here?
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? Like, you can't be there for your friends, but you giving this man your all. You doing this everything for this man. Not only that, this man talked to you like this, he treating you like this, but you keep going back to this man. That's what you want, and that's what you think you deserve. And if you can't get yourself out of it, I can't get yourself out of it. And then it's so messed up for me, because, I be, dang, shorty cool. I'm like, he cool. I can't believe he treats you like this, because I'm getting to know him as a friend. And it's like, I tell my people all the time, like I said before, bro, get to know people. That's y'all problem. Y'all not getting to know people. Y'all just jumping with lust, and y'all jumping with that. I was around them for 5 seconds. Oh, he cool.
And I think that, and I'm real careful how the way I speak on this, because I know, like, I'm not a woman, so I don't really feel like what y'all feel. But I think that the biggest thing is, like, women, like, y'all love, like, shit like that. Y'all love relationships.
Yeah,
and shit like
it's
that.
okay
So
to
once
be
y'all
single.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of women get caught up in, once they have one relationship, they get attached to that feeling of what it's like to have somebody, no matter if he was good the whole time or not, but they just get attached to that feeling of, I got a partner. And I think that a lot of women just fall into that trap, because they start at 17, 18, and then that shit go into 25, 30, and now they 35 with no kids, and they like, damn, I just wasted all this time because I thought I had to be in a relationship.
Ladies. He not a woman, but I am, y'all. That's not gonna. A lot of women feel like in order to be a woman, they need a man or they need a significant other. Y'all, that's not true. You will never find out what kind of woman you are until you find out by yourself. Because a lot of people don't realize is that they lose themselves in relationships. You pouring so much into that person, you starting to forget who you are. And not only that, we're in this day and age where, like, oh, let's just have kids together too as well.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Like, you have to get to know yourself. You have to get to know, and a lot of people don't believe in therapy. Bro, go to therapy. I tell everybody all the time, like, if you've been through trauma and you've been through real life or even anything, just go to therapy, bro. Work on yourself. You have to fill yourself up, whether it's mental, physical, or spiritual. Like, you got to take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. So with me, it's like I said, I was with my ex-boyfriend from the time I was 15 to the 15 till. Not now, but we still
yeah,
we cool. But I was with him. I was with him for a long time, and And because I was 15, we grew up together. Like, we experienced all of high school, all of COVID, all of long distance, me being here, whatever. But what I got from that is that he gave me the gift of gab to don't expect nothing less than this. Like, this is because we was kids. So he was 15, figuring out how to get the bread to send me flowers because we live 20, 30 minutes away. Okay, I'm gonna send her flowers. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Whatever it was, like when he was old enough to work, he went to go get a job because he was like, I know when you turn 16, you going to get a job, and I'm not gonna be at home bored. So he went to go get him a job. Like, he was my first apartment here. We didn't even go together. He was all like, I got the money for your lease. I know you need to sign your lease. I got the money for your lease. But like, y'all need to, not saying he was the best man, but I'm just saying, like, everybody got problems, but y'all need to find significant others or even friends who are on that mindset, who are on that level. Like, okay, you take care of me, I take care of you. Like, we're getting something from this. Like, it don't just don't have to be lust and now we in love. No, y'all not in love. Y'all don't, it's just lust. Y'all don't know. It's the idea, and y'all don't know each other. And I think a reason of why I'm so happy I am the way I am is because my friends, they get these partners, right? And I'm more of all right, let me get to know this person. Who is this person? And then I get to know them, and I'm so vocally outspoken. I'm real. I'm like, oh, like, y'all not right for each other. And my friends like, why you say that? And this goes back to the hard conversations. And I'm like, well, this is what I seen. This is why I feel how I feel. Like, I'm not just going to come at you and say my opinion. I'm going to give you reasoning and research behind my opinion, because we know just saying something don't work. People want proof.
Right.
Okay, so let me give you something. Let me give you why. And it's just, I'm like, oh, but that's just my opinion. I'm still happy for y'all, but that's just my opinion.
But you need friends like that around to tell you, like, I don't think dude has really got the best intentions when it comes to treating you like a queen, how you should be treated. Or I just don't really think y'all really vibe how y'all do, how you think y'all do. And it goes back to what he said. It's really y'all just fell in love with the idea of, damn, we could be this.
Oh my God.
We could be this, but you got to look, what the fuck is in my face right now?
What's in my face? How are they treating me
right now? And a lot of times we don't really need to be together.
Yeah, like, I remember when I got out, I forgot what I was tying this back to. Women feeling like they got to be in relationships. When I got out of my relationship, that was the last thing on my mind. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm talking to other people, but I'm like, I don't want to do all of that again. Who am I? Like, I was with him for so long, and because I was so young, sometimes, and it's not no disrespect to him, but sometimes I feel like I didn't get to have a childhood. I feel like other things that people experience, meeting different people, doing all of this, like, I was still out, but it was like I was with him.
Right.
So it was like what people doing in college now, well, I've been doing that my whole life, like the partying and all the other stuff. But it's like, when I was with him, I feel like I didn't get that age where it's like, oh, I'm going to the mall with my friends, I'm walking around, I'm meeting, I'm talking to this dude, the different personalities. I was just with him.
Right.
And I didn't care who you were, because I'm a very loyal person. I don't care who you were. I don't want you to look my way. I don't, no disrespect. I'm not disrespectful. Like, and that's what it is. Like, I'm very clear on boundaries. Like, boundaries are such a big thing for me, because I didn't see when you don't have boundaries, what can happen.
I think that's probably the biggest thing in relationships right now. Everybody it go back to the lust shit. Everybody see somebody that look good, or, oh, he's handsome, she look good. Now I want to be disrespectful, and I knowing I'm in a relationship right now and I shouldn't be doing this, but fuck it. I ain't got no boundaries, and I'm lusty as hell right now. I'm horny as hell.
Bro, do you know what? My big cousin told me something I never forget. He said, you know what I realized? If my homie can cheat on his girl, what he doing to me behind my back?
Hell yeah.
And what you mean? He said, listen to what I said. If that's his girlfriend, and that's my world, that's my girl, I love her, all this other stuff, she doing this for him, she doing that for him, and he stepped out on her, I'm just his homie. She giving him something I'm not giving him. So what is he doing behind my back? And I'm, dang.
That's important.
That's real life. Like, if you can go out here and cheat on your boo, but I see you in their face like, oh, I love you, I care about you, you everything for me, you this, you that. Like, dang, you say you my homie. What you doing behind my back?
Exactly.
Like,
especially when it's somebody, like she say, when you talking about, oh, he's so in love with this girl. It's different if he like telling you, man, I don't even fuck with shorty, I'm just keeping her around and shit like that. But if he like saying, I fuck with her hard, I love her and this like that, but his actions is something totally different.
Totally
from that,
different, like.
then like what she's saying, you really got to look at dude ass and be like, damn. So what you would do if somebody came up to you and was trying to make you be disloyal to what we got going on?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I feel like people don't, like, people get with people and they just say F they friends. Like, they just say F they friends, or they like, wait, I could curse. They say fuck they friends. They say fuck they friends, or they don't care for their friends no more. Like, they friends go on the back burner. It's like, you got to know who to do that for. Everybody don't deserve that. Oh, I'm gonna do whatever you say, whatever you want to. Like, no, let somebody earn that, because this the thing though. You done did all that for your significant other. What you gonna do if y'all stop talking? And now you're trying to run back to your friends.
I hear that a lot of time, especially like with girls specifically. Like,
oh yeah, they love to do that. They love to do that. They love to do that.
Specifically, like they'll say, "Oh, she get a man or whatever," and now she MIA from the group. She don't even respond to the group chat no more. She ain't popping out with y'all. And I get that. We in a relationship, so some of the shit might slow down a little bit. Because
like the going outside stuff. Yeah, you gotta respect your significant other.
But still respond to that group chat. Let us know.
Let them know. I always say, yes, you alive. Like I always say, if you're gonna be my man, girl, be open and real about being my man, girl. Like, don't be out here fronting like, oh, I'm not that type of girl. I would never do that. But then you doing that to your friends because you are that type of girl. You will do that. Like, no, like, it's okay to be in love. It's okay to be in love. It's okay to be happy. You should want that for your friends. Period, point blank. You should always want your friends to be happy. But that don't stop your commitment from being a good person. And that goes back to what we was talking about earlier about the give and the take. What you're not going to do is I'm there, because I'm one of them people too. Birthdays show me everything. What you're not going to do is we all here for your birthday. We doing this and that. But then we do something that's, oh, I'm with my man. Oh, and don't be that person that's always talking about your man with your friends. Like, when we here with us, let it be here with us. When we talking, let's talk, but be present, be in the present.
I think that birthday thing is something big as hell when it comes to girls, because as a girl,
y'all don't care.
I was finna say, but as a girl, like girls, how you feel about your birthday, so you know how she is about her shit. You shouldn't miss that shit if that's really your friend. Yeah,
my first intro to ISU throwing parties was last year. I threw a drunk field day for my birthday. I threw and then I threw an all black party on Saturday. Like they said I'm the first person to ever really like throw a birthday weekend at school or whatever like that. I didn't care if you showed up 5 minutes before it happened, 5 minutes late, 5 minutes something. Your birthday, that's the one day of the year that's all about me. You know that. One of the first things you do when you first talk to somebody is, when your birthday?
Hell yeah.
You knew when my birthday was when you met me. You knew how I came about my birthday when we got cool. Why you can't make time for my birthday? I get I get sick, all the other stuff. I get all that. But why you can't make time for my birthday? Why is that not important to you? And it's not even, and I noticed that about boys. Like, boys don't care. But that's because y'all don't care about y'all birthday. Females, we do. Like, we make the biggest spectacle. Like, I overdo it for all my friends' birthday. Like, we going out of town. I'm having a party. Like, I'm doing it big for my birthday. So it's like, same back with the give and take. Like, if I'm doing that for you, do it for me. Like, if this day is important to me, then be there for me, because it's important to me. Like, and I even say, like, even the people who don't show up for their friends, like when they get pregnant, or like when it's a graduation, or when it's something, but as soon as I say I'm throwing a function, you outside, you drunk with a shot in your hand. Nah, like when people show you who they are, believe them.
They just here for a good time.
When people show you who they are, believe them. Never give somebody to show you more than once. Never. Like when you learn, because you know somebody, when you see them and they give you that chance and they show you who they are, bro, believe them, because you're gonna save yourself a lot of hurt. I'm a very forgiving person. And the things that I've been through in life, I'm really quick to say, but what was this person going through? How they feeling? And that's normal, that's cool. But when a person really do you dirty and they really do them wrong and really do you wrong, it's okay to not want them in your life no more. It's nothing wrong with that.
I was just going to say, you got to face the facts a lot of the time. A lot of time, people just don't be there for you how you want them to be. You can't make somebody care about you how do you care about them. A lot of times we give, and we like hoping that they turn around and do the same shit in return, because you really fuck with this person or you want them to be this type of person.
But that's not who they are.
Yeah, you gotta face reality and look at the shit for really what it is, and that's how you really figure out, damn, they here for me or they not.
Are they not here for me? And I think also is that it's okay. Like it is literally okay for you to not be friends with somebody no more. It's okay for people to grow apart. We have to grow. When trees go through their seasons, they grow their leaves and then they fall off, but they grow some new ones. It's gonna come back. What's for you is going to be for you, and what's not, it's not. But don't force yourself to keep somebody around. Don't force yourself to keep going through the same thing and drive yourself insane. And then a lot of people wonder why, like, they mental health be all messed up, and why, like, I'm surrounded by all these people, but it feel like I'm alone. And you alone because you're not surrounding yourself around the right people. Surround yourself around the right people. Find the right people. Find the right outlets. You gotta find what's for you, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. But you have to learn.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things I say all the time, man. You either grow together with somebody or you grow apart, especially when it comes to like romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Y'all either gonna grow together or y'all gonna get to a point where we both going in different directions, and that's when y'all gotta split at the end of the day, because you gotta understand, well, this person was just here for this season in my life. I learned what I learned from them. I enjoyed my time with them, but now it's time to part ways because we no longer working towards a common goal.
Yeah, and I think and that's facts, and I also think it's like you got to take control of your life. Like I said earlier, you can't always, my parents say, my dad say, my mom say, like, you have to take control of your life and you have to decide. Like, when we younger, our parents choose our friends. When we get about 13, we at that age where we like, are you my friend or you my mama friend daughter? Like, are you my friend or you my mama friend daughter? Like, are you my friend or are you my classmate? Like, my teammate, whatever it is, because I grew up doing all-star cheer as well. So it's like when I got into high school, it was the first time I felt like it's my choice. Like, I'm going to this new school. We all going together. Like, I'm going to find out who is for me. And I got those people who I'm still friends with, and I got them people who I'm not friends with, but we cool as ever. But with me saying that is that you have to find who's right for you, and you have to do what's right for you. Like, I feel like high school, I feel like it molded, it's really the mode of our adult life. Like, high school gives you the transition between, okay, I'm not a kid, but I'm growing up and I'm learning, because from the 14 to 18, it's only 4 years, but you go through so much. You learn how to drive, you start having sex, you learn to drive, you start having sex. It's really when your parents really start getting off of you about your homework, you on top of your stuff. So like, that's why I feel like high school really prepared us for college, but it's also what you took out of high school. Like, before I went to Thornridge, I went to South Shore. It's on the east side. It's a black selective enrollment school, but we also got a medical program and a IB program. I went into high school on a 6.0 grading scale. It was work. Man, it was work.
6.0, God damn.
I was in high school I was a freshman on a 6.0 grading scale. That's really like unheard of. Like, a lot of people don't do that. And I was on a full IB track. Like, that's what I was figuring it out. Like, it was school, work. And I loved my school, but the environment wasn't right for me no more. The people that was there, it was not my people. The teachers, I wasn't learning nothing from them. So I had to take upon myself, like, I don't care what my mama say. I have to take control of my life. I have to get out to school. It's not good for my mental health. I'm not growing.
Right.
And that was the moment from there. I'm like, I'm always going to put myself first. I'm a know when to be selfish, because I'm such a people person. I talk to my friends. I give into my friends. Like, I want to always, like, and I'm an empath too. So it came to the point where I was at school, like, my friends, they was sad. They was crying every day. They was going through it with their significant others. They was going through it with school, and it was draining me and it was tiring me out. Like, I was like I started crying every day. Like, even when I was RA, I chose to decide to only be RA for a semester because I had to choose myself. Like, that is a lot. And we the only school that don't pay RAs. Like, they need to pay them. We don't pay RAs, and even what they paying the kids here, because, they was just on strike and everything about that too. But I always tell myself, like, you got to feed into yourself. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to think about yourself, because if you don't do it, who's going to do it?
Yeah, man. I think that's the message of the podcast, man. Take control of yourself. I couldn't have said it
take control of your
better,
life.
man.
Oh my
Take
God.
control of yourself, man.
Yes, like that's the most important thing, because if we don't do that, you're gonna be a follower. And like I said, a follower is the most dangerous person. Like, you gotta take control. You gotta find what's for you, who you are, and what you gotta be. Like, we young. I'm still doing that journey. I feel like the first is like when I was like New Year's Eve, I did the lame New Year's resolution. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do for the new year. This is what I'm gonna be. But I didn't do like them goals like, oh, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds. I'm gonna do all that. It was, this is gonna be the year of me. I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to do what I talked about, and I'm going to put it into effect. I'm going to get my grades up. I'm going to start my own organization. Like, I'm going to be a good voice for the community. Like, those was my goals. And I feel like I'm checking them off one by one. The school year almost over. I had set 10 goals. I'm at 8 right now. And I'm finna do the next one tomorrow. So it's like, I'm finding ways. Finding ways to fuel me and fuel my life. And I think that's so important. Because a lot of people, I don't know, I just feel like they don't think about this stuff. And we gotta think about the hard topics, the shit that scare us. It is nothing wrong with thinking about the future. You can live in the now, but you need a 5-year plan. You need a 10-year plan. Like, you need these plans. Like, mature adults, these successful adults, that's what they did. Like, they sat down and they figured this stuff out. Some did go bad life, but when they got up, they figured life out. Like, we gotta know, bro. We gotta know how to budget. We need
Real shit.
Bro, we need to know what we're doing with our life. Like I always say, you need something. No, my brother, shout out to my brother KT. He also a Q. He told me this. He said, you need to learn something to do with your hands that a computer can never do. You need to learn something, and he said you need to spend a year mastering that something. The second year, you charging for it. The third year, you going up on your prices and you investing into yourself. But he said you need to find something to do so nobody can never take that away from you, because like where we at, right. These computers, this technology is taking over. So when he told me that, I was like, you got to invest in yourself. You got to fund yourself. You got to fuel. You got to put life into yourself, because if you don't do it, who gonna do it? And that's real stuff. Like, no, we need to get people back into these trades, because it's dying. Like, that's people don't want to be plumbers no more. Yeah, people don't want to be mechanics no more. But they don't even realize, them people who you see looking dirty, but they making money.
They family taking care of.
Want to know how much a garbage man making? My friend Daddy is a garbage man. That man makes over 6 figures a year.
I think it's 130.
They start off at $30 an hour. These jobs that people feel like it's beneath me. They making more money than your moms. Right. Like, I never forget, like, my mom and dad, they never was them people, like, we go past the construction workers and they like, you can never work there. Like, I remember one of my friends told me her grandma told her that's a poor man's job, like being a mechanic. I'm like, damn, that nigga getting cash, ain't he?
And niggas don't know, like,
I'm like, that nigga getting cash, ain't he?
With everything in life, you could turn that shit into your own business. You
Literally.
Can start out, once you master that shit, now I'm trying to move on to this shit. I'm trying to get my own business, and to the point where now I'm on top of the shit.
Yeah,
and it's
like,
a way to make more money in any sector. It's a way to
and I always say, if I could have did what I wanted to do without going to college, oh my God, no, I never would have went to college. I would have moved out, because when I graduated high school, I was working at Walmart, and that was COVID. I didn't have that block schedules on COVID. We was on school from like 8 to 11, and then we got out of school, and then the next day we was on school from like 8 to 11, but it was our classes. Like, we didn't go to class and stare at a screen for 7 hours a day, because that's retarded. Like, that's dumb. Why would you do that? But I was like I would have fed into, like, I would have went into myself. Like, I would have figured out what I had to do, went to go get me an apartment, and did what I need to do. Like, I always say, college is not for everybody. Like, bro, trades, bro, people is making money in trades. Like, they dangerous jobs, but they even paying you to go learn these trades. Like, they paying you to go learn these trades, and then you can have your own company. HVAC, for example, that's heating and air conditioning, all stuff. Right. Do you know how much money the man makes who fixed the light in your fridge, who fixed the cooling system in your fridge, who fixed your air conditioning? Like, it's so much money. Wow. Not only that, they working for themselves. Yeah. So that goes back to what I just said about investing in yourself. Like, it's so much money everywhere. Like, it's so many things that you can make, and it all starts, like, even y'all podcast, for example, it all starts with a little bit. Y'all, you can start a podcast, what? A camera and one mic.
And I'm gonna say, you can start that shit with an iPhone, and that's it.
And that's it. And
you don't need shit else.
And you don't need nothing else. And you just investing in yourself. And it's like, all this money will go back to you, and you feed in and you feeling yourself.
So
but like,
you just keep on reinvesting, man. And that's it right there, man. Just message of the podcast, man. Take control of your life, man. Keep on pouring into yourself, man. But we want to thank you for coming on the podcast.
I appreciate y'all. I loved it. I can't believe we've been talking this long.
Yeah, man. You dropped a whole bunch of info, a whole bunch of gems for people to share. Like I said, take control of your life, man. But before we get out of here, you got any questions for us? Anything?
I don't know. Like, when y'all want to move me back? No, I really enjoy myself. I like it, and I just want y'all to keep going. I pray for y'all success, because it's what the people need. We need that outlet where we can go and talk, where we can get thoughts off, and it's a safe space. Because it's like, for real, like, y'all don't be scared to come on their podcast too, because they
Please
cool.
don't.
Like, this is our first time meeting. Like, this literally is our first time meeting and conversing and stuff
And
like this.
I
Like,
say, it was shit down in like an hour and 20 of just shit talking.
Just talking.
Once we feel the vibe, we get to know each other. Okay, cool. Let's keep on. That's what we're here for, the talk. Let's talk
yeah,
shit.
it's definitely a vibe. But yeah, like, I just pray for y'all success. I wish y'all nothing but keep going up, because the people fucking with it. Like, they talking about y'all on the streets. That's why I was like, let me come on here. Let me come on here. So it's my episode drop. I'm promoting.
For
Like,
real, for real.
Yeah, like, it's a great space, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope nothing but y'all keep going, and for success, and y'all future endeavors. So yeah.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. But before we get out of here, if you want to get at people somewhere where they could get in touch with you, like your socials or shit like that.
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at 143.steffie with 2 E's, and then everybody go follow ISU Productions on Instagram. We got a lot of stuff coming for y'all. We got a lot of community service events we planning, and we want to hear from the people what y'all want for ISU. So y'all could go ahead and follow our social medias at ISU Productions, and my Facebook is Stephanie Mikell, Mikell.
That's what's up. And before we go, please, Free Sauce Podcast listeners, please never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning, and subscribe and like they stuff, y'all. They going up.
Subscribe and like everything.
Yes.
Man. Always, man. But without further ado, man, Free Sauce Podcast. Never stop learning. Never stop learning, man. Free Sauce Podcast. We out.
Man, we out.
All right.